National Youth Theatre. Oh wow, where do I start with the National Youth Theatre? It was the best experience of my life, and if you've clicked on this video, I'm hoping it's because you're thinking of auditioning this year. And if you are thinking of auditioning this year, that's it, I've decided you are. There is no question about it. You have to go for National Youth Theatre. And once you get in, you have a course which you do in the summer, which is 2 weeks long, and it is just... My summer was the best summer I've ever had, all because of the National Youth Theatre. It was a good summer anyway, but that was just... It was amazing. I had my 17th birthday there as well, which was, it's honestly the best birthday I've ever had, and I was really nervous because it was on the second day of the course, so I was like, oh, it's going to be my birthday, but like, none of them will be my friends, like, yet, because I'll only have been there a day. But honestly, everyone surprised me with birthday cake and singing songs, and the whole of National Youth Theatre sung happy birthday to me in the morning, and they even, because the day before we'd learned how to like lift people right into the air and like everyone around them so it feels like you're flying, and they did that to me and sung happy birthday, and it was just amazing. Not that NYT is about birthdays, there's a lot more better things about it than that, but if you have an August birthday, don't worry about getting in. If you see the dates and it says, and you're like, oh no, but it's on my birthday, and you're like, okay, I won't audition, I'll just go next year in case it's not on my birthday. Don't, just go, have your birthday at National Youth Theatre. Such a brilliant experience, and I just think if you're wondering whether to audition or not, like, what is the harm in auditioning? If you audition, you don't get in, then you don't get in. Yeah, it's sad, but you can try again, but if you don't audition, then you're not going to get in, are you? So just go for the audition. And honestly, the day that I went for the audition, I came home and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go even more. But at the same time, I just thought, I've just had so much fun. And thinking back to the audition even now, there was stuff I learned in that audition just from the workshop. Like, I learned stuff from an audition. You just think that literally the 3-hour workshop you do in the morning is so amazing. Go for your audition. They're normally like January, February, March time, I think. Mine was in February, and I did mine in Birmingham because I'm from Derby. We have a 3-hour workshop in the morning, which is just so much fun, and I remember in mine, I had to... we had to do this game where it'd be really cool if you get to do it as well this year because it was so fun. We had to be animals, but emotional animals, so each animal had an emotion, so there was like... I can't remember the other ones, but there was like inquisitive tortoise, but the one I remember, because it was the one I had to do, I was a confused octopus. Yeah, I was a confused octopus. And it was just so weird because I was just panicking. I was like, I have to get in, I have to do this, like, do I just pretend to be a bit of a confused octopus or do I just go for it? And I was like, how do you be a confused octopus? How does that happen? I just ran across the room, full on, just going, whoa, 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 like, full on. I was just a confused octopus, and when I finished doing it, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get in, am I? I just ran across the room doing that, pretending to be a confused octopus, and I was like, that's not what they were looking for, was it? But somehow I got in. But yeah, you do the craziest things and you just have so much fun, so just throw yourself into it and don't think you look like an idiot, because if you can make yourself look like an idiot, it shows that you'll be able to take chances with your acting decisions. And after your morning workshop, you will have your individual audition. This is where you go into a room. I just had one person watching me, but I heard other people said they had like a few people, or they just had 2, and you just have to go in, it's really relaxed, you go in and perform your monologue. And the monologue I did was, it was about a girl whose mum had passed away. She was convinced that she didn't. She was convinced that she was taken away by aliens. So it's quite a dark humour because it's not really supposed to be, it's supposed to be funny, but the story isn't actually funny. She thinks that she can bring her mum back down from the aliens by putting a colander on her head and holding a sparkler to the sky, and she's like, I'm getting intergalactic signals. It was quite a weird choice, but it worked, so, and I really enjoyed doing it, so I might use it for a few auditions coming up. And then after, I was quite scared because I finished it, and then he just asked me to do it again, but completely differently. He said, so yeah, they might ask you to do it in a different way, so don't panic. He said, tell the story, because it's a very big comedy piece. He said, sit down and do it again, but like it's the worst thing that's ever happened to you and that you're telling a sad story. So, I really didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my god, I've just done this massive comedy piece and he wants me to do it really sad. And so he sat me down in a chair and I had to sit in the middle and just perform it, like really sad. And it was really interesting, the feedback he gave me. We had a little chat. And it was, yeah, the whole audition was just so fun, and I went home thinking I just had a really good day. Another thing I'm going to say is, it's going to sound so cheesy. The friends you will make will actually be the best friends and lifelong friends. Honestly, the people are just incredible. Our course had such a special bond. It was just beautiful. Like, there isn't a day that goes by that we don't all speak to each other on Facebook. We have a group that we talk on. Honestly, we just talk all the time, and like since the day we left. And when our last day was just so emotional. We just had these wonderful 2 weeks together, and we were all handing out our certificates and getting our certificates for the 2 weeks and to become official members of the National Youth Theatre. And we just cried so much. Even the people you think wouldn't cry were weeping. I was a mess. Like, I had all my makeup on, but it was just all down my face. I was like, and the support is just amazing. Like, not once did I feel nervous to just get up and do something. And Matt, our course leader, he just held us all together, and he created something so beautiful. He would make us feel so comfortable. He would make us feel great about ourselves. He would encourage us. He'd just get up and do stuff with us. Like, every morning we'd walk in and he'd put on a bit of R. Kelly, and we'd come in to like the same song every morning. We'd be like, come on everybody, and like we'd just have a bit of a party just to get ourselves excited before the day started. And we always played Keepy Uppy every morning with a bouncy ball. We always had to beat our last score before we could start the course the day. We got to like something ridiculously, like 300 and something. It's really hard to explain how much you just need to audition. If you want advice, I'm here to try and help you as much as I can. But just please, whether you can't decide if you want to or not, just do it, because you're not going to lose anything. If anything, you're so going to gain, because the audition workshop is so fun and you learn so much. So you'll be like, oh, I had a cool workshop today. Like, just go for it. I'm going to put the link down here to the application form online, because you just got to click on it and just go for it. I have some videos on my phone of just the summer, everything I managed to film, but it was only on my phone, so it won't be great quality. So I'm just going to put them all together to some music and just show you what the kind of thing you could have this summer if you audition. So please just go for it, click that apply button, and just go and have the best summer of your life. And if not, go and have a really cool day of auditioning. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you at a National Youth Theatre event one day. Okay, thank you, bye!